for you. With that villain's aroma peeling out. Spilling all your feelings out on the corner, chilling out. Ice grilling my mouth, shout out to soldiers now. Pulling the out to show you, but your brains over the rover. You put a coat over the stain, cause for the day we whipping your rain for you, hitting the bank. Don't forget that the game colder than polars. California bears, take your chain off for you. Because out of all of you squares, I'ma yeah, put it in the air like the motor hit the rotor.
Los Angeles. Last stop in town before I hit the road. And it was hot. I said, man, point that fan at me. And I'll be good to go. Wasn't playing songs for long when came in candidly. But the prettiest young thing I ever saw. She was hot. Well, nothing short of masterpiece. I said, oh, I need to know. Yeah, is that your man?
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Giants. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
380. Start.
They'll start with a run by Tracy. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. You look at this Eagle defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on Thursday night? Guys that will extra pep in those steps. You go with them early and often.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
27-yard line.
Tracy going to get it on 1st down. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The Giants in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
some of the most unselfish players on any football team? Defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll bring up 4th down. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Working in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. You look at this Eagle defense. And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. Really nice team.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And this guy born just across the Hudson in the Bronx, Saquon Barkley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Sometimes your crosses get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Play action. Here's Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit. I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Hurts sets up to throw it. This one goes out wide for Barkley. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here's Hurts to throw. They'll find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Ready. Go Silver, ready? Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Great.
Hurts going to give this to Shipley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
18 Cardinal. 73. Ready.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Looking up at the lights, and he muffs it. This will be fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. So it'll be a touchback, and that ball will be placed at the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick-6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And bulldozing his way through.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try to find a way to win.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
That's good for a Giants first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Running left is Tracy.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
And tough sledding. They'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Now it's Wilson. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick-6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
On the give, it's Tracy.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
19.
Now Wilson.
This is caught. It's Robinson with a Giants touchdown.
A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Giants have got it back to within a score.
Gano the extra point. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they looked really good.
They jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And this would have been returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll hand it to Tracy. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Wilson. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Tracy. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Zach Ball there on the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Giants have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. He had been held in check. Now he breaks that big run. Shows the explosiveness we all knew was there.
All right, tell the truth now. You knew it was just a matter of time, didn't you? We've seen this so many times from him. Hold him down, and then breaks out.
Good. Set.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Barkley, toss play left. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Hurts. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set him up with a first and goal.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
They'll go again with Tracy. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's Wilson. That's complete. It's Neighbors. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Gain of 6 brings up 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Wilson. That is caught. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Tracy trying the right side. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Nolan Smith showing some burst there to catch him behind the line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now Wilson. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Giants. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
On the run is Tracy. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Here's Wilson to throw. Now he's got it. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Giants! Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Giants have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's go. Trimmer. Alpha. Crowd left Yeti.
Throwing is Hurts. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on the swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now 2nd and 9. On the ground, here comes Tracy. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Second and 14. From the gun, it's Hurts. It's caught. Smith. And out across midfield down to the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Up the middle with Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Chauncey Golston. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
Hey, 73, 73.
They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get in.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. This is Smith with a ground. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big pickup there. 20 yards as they convert on 4th. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Straight ahead, Shipley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down.
180, 180. Hey, Silver.
Back to throw here. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And everyone on their assignment defensively there as he'll be taken down behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Great, set.
Looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Tracy.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now 2nd and 4. Right back to Tracy. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Wilson wants a different look. Back to throw. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
But he picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run on 1st down. Tracy.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd down. Here's Wilson. Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Brandon,
it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Here we go. First and goal. Here's a give up the middle. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
I'm a little surprised right here. They got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. For the lead, here's third and goal. Throwing now is Wilson. This ball intercepted. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game.
Great. Hey, let's go. Trim it.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for Philadelphia, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.